It's been a hot second, but I have an update on the garden for everybody. Oh my gosh, look at that. How lush is that? Come with me. Let's do a garden tour, everybody. Well, first up, tomatoes are looking great. These are indeterminate tomatoes, both of these. So indeterminate means that they can grow as much as they're able to, essentially. There's determinate tomatoes, there's indeterminate tomatoes. Determinate tomatoes are usually going to get about 3 feet tall. Like these sizes right here, sorry for the focus, these sizes right here, this is about the size that a determinate will max out as. These are, I'm going to let these go buck wild. I have had great success with that as long as I use really good compost with just letting them go buck wild. So that's what I'm going to do. Let me see. There is ways to prune them for optimization. I'm not going to do that because I have so many of them and it's going to take so much time, but I have done that in the past, and I have found personally that you get maybe 10 to 15% more tomatoes, which is just not something we really need. If I was trying to maximize because I was trying to feed everybody, then I would 100% do it, but we just don't need to because we have so many tomatoes and so few people that really are going to eat them. So on top of that, this is very sad, but there was somebody, not me, that came through with a weed whacker and knocked down a lot of this, including the pink blueberries, which were right here. So we're not going to be getting those this year, unfortunately. Now, down here, you can see we have filled in a lot of this area, and we're almost done filling this whole section in. But the reason we have filled this section in is because this is where, and you can see them right here and right here, the pumpkins are. Now, pumpkins need to be very far apart. We're actually probably going to only have room for 1, maybe 2 more pumpkin plants when it's all said and done. But for these specifically, the way we're doing it is we do 3 seeds to a mound, and then when they get to be about 3 inches tall, so pretty soon, we're just going to pick whichever plant is strongest. Now, some of these, like this one's going to be easy. It's going to be that middle one. Those one, we'll give it a little bit more time to determine who the strongest one is, but those are big old pumpkins. Those, not jack-o'-lanterns, but I'm forgetting the name of the pumpkin type, but they're just going to be big ones for eating. We're going to gut them out. We're going to have the seeds. We'll roast the pumpkin seeds. It's an absolutely delicious meal. Here we have zucchinis and squash. We have 3 different types in here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spots. They each have 2 at them. So we should get a decent amount. This section over here between the pumpkins and between the zucchini, it's going to be absolutely covered in, which would be great because as you can see, like there's sections right here where there's tons of weeds that are really hard to kick back. Now, over here, these are the potatoes, and they're coming in fantastic. This is the very first year that I have ever done Maine potatoes, where these are Kennebunk potatoes. There's one more Maine type of potato in here, but I got them locally. There, as you can see, like some potato plants are a little bit shorter and thicker. These ones are quite tall. They're almost as tall as the tomatoes over there. So I'm super excited. They're very healthy. There's a couple holes in a few of them, but for the most part, incredibly healthy potato plants that are looking really good. So this should be a great potato harvest. Now over here, as you can see, I've already started to harvest some of the lettuce. I just come out and pull some, so I'll be pulling some of these later for lunch today. But the broccoli in the middle is off to a great start. We have a few heads of broccoli that are starting to come through. A couple are lagging behind, but a few of them are really taking off. So I have had issues with more getting like broccolini in the past. So I'm being very cognizant this year to make sure that we get big ploofy heads of broccoli that are going to be absolutely delicious when we eat them. And then cilantro, I mean, this has just come in absolutely beautifully. I've been coming out in here and pulling cilantro for all sorts of meals, like potatoes and quinoa and everything. It's amazing, and it is so potent. That is one thing about a garden that is so delicious, is that the food just tastes so much stronger and more potent, and you get so much more out of it. It's unbelievable. These just went in 20 minutes ago, but some basil to kind of round out the herbs that are in here. There's a few more over there that we can pull, but for the most part, that would complete the herbs that we actually are interested in eating. The wall of peas you've been able to see in the background is well into effect. I have had just today to wrangle this up a little bit more and strap it up, but we are getting some amazing pea growth right here, and it's not stopping, like it's still going. This is taller than me. It's probably about 6 feet tall right here at the top, and it's bendy too, so I'm probably guessing 7 feet in length. But look at, we're getting some big thick peas right in here, some really long ones. This is just going to be an absolute delicious harvest. I'm actually going to I'll take one right here while we're at it and just get my camera turned around here. Absolutely enjoy. So good, so good, yummy in my tummy, yummy in my tummy. Now the cauliflower has not totally started coming in yet. This is the first year of growing cauliflower, so I'm not 100% sure when it should come in, but the plant otherwise looks healthy, so I'm not worried about it. The beans are looking good on this side. This one got stepped on a little bit, and then I think these two just got too much sun early on, so they're doing okay. They're still alive. I'm gonna let them go and see if they rebound, but the rest of these are looking beautiful, and I'm super excited to get some beans because I love beans. And then in the background here, you can see I have tied up the cucumbers. They are coming along well. The carrots are coming through. Let's see if you can see here. I just watered it so they're pushed down a little, but the second row of carrots are also coming through, which is great. Now, for the cucumbers, the way I like to do it is obviously get these posts, and then I like to just trail one of these down and then just use that to help this grow up. So you can see I've kind of just like intertwined it, and you basically just like wrap it just like this all the way up. So you can see how I've kind of done that, and I find that to be plenty. The cucumbers have like little pricklies on them naturally, so that kind of helps the string like lock into it. And sorry, I'm trying to like eat and talk at the same time, but yeah, that is plenty to hold it in place. It's never come undone in my 4 or 5 years of doing it that way. It seems to work beautifully. So there it is. There is the garden all coming through. Looks absolutely beautiful. And if you look over here, I'm gonna see if I can zoom in here. You can see the little red dots. There are strawberries everywhere. And as of just noticing this morning, blueberries. The blueberry bushes are doing great. We pruned them to start the year, which just cuts off all of these like dead branches right in there, so we can devote all of the energy to this. And now look at this, we are getting beautiful blueberries that taste even better than the peas, if you can believe it. These are, I can't eat all of these. I need to save some for my mom when she gets home, but everything is coming along absolutely swimmingly. The garden is booming. The next steps for the garden are going to be continuing to just prune, keep an eye on things, and then at some point we're gonna have to weed the crap out of it. So we'll see how that all goes, but I will keep everyone abreast, and when we have a good haul, I will include a photo of anything we cook, any big meals we do. But off to an amazing start. But until then, bye bye.